Seconds Out, Ayman Khan here with the one and only George Groves of the George Groves Boxing Club. George, first of all, we just witnessed a hellacious finish. Chris Billam-Smith finishing Xhoxhaj there. What a finish that was.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was a lovely finish. I haven't had a chance to watch it back on the replay, but caught him with he felt like a cluster of punches, a combination of punches, a right uppercut, left hook, I think is what finished him off in the end. But then, yeah, Xhoxhaj just crumbles in front of him. You know it's there and then over. You don't need to count. Luckily, Xhoxhaj, I think he's okay. He's back on his feet, gas in air, and he's off. But brilliant performance from Chris Billam-Smith. Made it difficult in periods of that fight, but he has a tendency to do that. It looked like he got caught in the second round that maybe shook him in his legs a little bit, but he showed real champion know-how, ability and strength to weather that storm, get back to his boxing, get back to what was working for him, and then, yeah, in the end, magnificent finish.
Were you worried for them in those moments? Because it did look like he got buzzed by Xhoxhaj at one point.
Yeah, we always are, like Chris is a friend more than a fighter for me. So yeah, I got more than just armchair fan interest. So yeah, I mean, anytime someone gets caught, you're like, oh, you never really know the full effect of it. And obviously it spurred Xhoxhaj on, who wanted to come and land some more. So yeah, Chris has a tendency to take a few shots that he doesn't need to take. So he just got to concentrate on being sharp, and as soon as he gets back to that sharp boxing, he then finds a range to get off his really good, technically sound, heavy-handed shots, which is what happened in the end. But yeah, like any fighter, when he's on the ropes, he was catching and firing really well. When he was catching and firing narrow, I thought that was really good. But then after that, you want him to break out, take the centre of the ring, give some sharp feints and some sharp long shots. Keep the guy in front of you honest. He had a lot of height and size advantages on Xhoxhaj tonight. So when he used that, he was in really good form.
Knowing Shane as you do you think Shane would have been happy with that performance? There's a notorious quote from Shane that's saying after Chris Billam-Smith won the fight, I think he knocked out his opponent. Shane was like, "What the hell was that?" Do you think Shane would have been happy with that performance?
I think so. I mean, definitely. There's a lot to be happy about, but like all good trainers, you won't want that to be the be-all end-all and an over-celebration. You go back to the drawing board. Obviously celebrate what went well, but what improvements can we make? Chris Billam-Smith is on the cusp of fighting for a world title. I have no doubt of it, and he's going to have to be at his very best to be there, challenge and win. So there's no room to rest on your laurels. They'll be pushing on for perfection, and rightly so. So I think Shane will see out the year happy, undefeated this year. Shane McGuigan as a trainer, I think he's 25 or 27 fights he's had, and that includes world champions, European champions, unbeaten prospects, and many more. So the gym's thriving, no doubt down to so many great fighters rubbing shoulders with each other day in day out under Shane McGuigan's guidance. So brilliant stuff.
Interesting observer ringside, Richard Riakporhe, who defeated Chris Billam-Smith many years ago. If Chris can't get a world title next, do you want to see him maybe try and avenge that loss to Riakporhe?
Yeah, definitely. I think he beats Riakporhe now. I think they've both improved, but I think Chris has made more improvements and made better adjustments. The things that wasn't quite clicking for him in the Riakporhe fight, he can now do. But if I'm truly honest, I'd love Chris to get a world title shot next. And maybe even if Riakporhe goes a different route and gets the same, and then either one or both fight each other when there's a world title on the line, which they agree with over there. So yeah, that would be perfect for me.
Speaking of the world titles, Appetite and Gulamarin are the two that Shane McGuigan identified. Do you think CBS beats them both?
Yeah, I think on his day he can definitely beat them both. Appetite was a good fighter, really good fighter, and he obviously he's beat Breeders recently. So young, fresh, hungry, big, strong, but so is Chris. So is Chris Billam-Smith. So on his day, I think with the right prep, he's flying. So I'll definitely back him.
A couple of final things from me, George. George, has anyone offered you for an exhibition at all? Have you had any offers or anything?
Why? Do you want to fight?
I would not want to fight you. You're a brilliant fighter.
No, not yet. I'm still the right side of 35. So you never say never, but pretty much I think I've got like maybe 4 months, and I'll be like, nah, that's it. I'll be 35 by then, and then there's no coming back. So no, I haven't punched anything with anger since 2018. So I can't see it yet. But you never say never.
George, can I get your thoughts on Joshua right now? People are looking for fights between him and Fury, a fight between Deontay Wilder. How do you think he fares against both of those two? Andy Joshua, yeah. Yeah, I don't think he beats Fury at the moment. I think Fury's boxing well. He's punching hard. But Wilder, that could be a bit of a pick-em fight. You'd think that Wilder would find a home for that right hand and it would be enough to beat Joshua, but the same can be said for Joshua. He's a massive guy, massive puncher, probably a different sort of boxer, a little bit more textbook boxer than Wilder, who's a little bit more Americanized, sort of loose and languid, and sometimes finds the home for them shots. But yeah, either or, I'm up for both. Joshua's usually in an interesting fight against either one of them two. It's a massive fight. What do you make of the training situation? If you were to pick a trainer for Joshua to go to, who would you pick? Final question, Mark.
I wouldn't know. He was with Garcia last time, and it seemed like he made improvements. But if he fancied another change, then I can't remember the dude which one who he was with lately. But yeah, I wouldn't know. But I think he's an intelligent sort of fighter. Joshua, he could probably make those alterations and change and adapt throughout camp, and maybe see an improved version. I thought he was better last time out than he was the first time he boxed Usyk with a new coach, but still didn't really change the result for him. So yeah, I don't know.